Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm in my kitchen, so that means it's time for another baking vlog. I felt like I haven't really done one in a while. I know I actually did one maybe like a month ago with my friend Marissa, but we were both drinking and not sober, so I am sober today. It's currently 11:30 at night. Steve Harvey approves. And I'm in here so late because my brother works overnight, so during the daytime he's sleeping, and I live in an apartment, so it's only 2 bedrooms, so my mom has a room and I have a room. He went away to college, so I got his room, and then he ended up like moving back home after college, so he sleeps on the couch. So yeah, and the kitchen's like right next to our living room, so I don't want to be rude and be like filming while he's trying to sleep. So I mean, he left for work about 2 hours ago, but I've just been kind of chilling, and I wasn't like 100% sure that I wanted to come out here, but I've like been wanting to make these cupcakes, and I finally got like clearance to like stand and like walk around a little bit. If you didn't know, I sprained my ankle. If you didn't know, I sprained my ankle. If you haven't seen that video on how it happened, I will link it down below so you can see it. But I pretty much have like everything set up, like bowls, like all the ingredients is out, and like measuring cups and everything. The pan set up. I have like these really cute like tie-dye I have these really cute tie-dye cupcake liners, so I was really excited to use those. So today I'm just doing chocolate cupcakes with a whipped cream icing, but I'm going to color the whipped cream icing red, yellow, and green, doing kind of like a Rasta like vibe. So I'm pretty excited, so let's get started on that. So for whatever reason, I really felt like mixing this recipe by hand and not using my KitchenAid tonight. So the first step was to cream together the butter and sugar into light and fluffy. So it was 3 tablespoons of butter softened and 1.5 cups of white sugar. Here we go with egg number 1. And then we kind of want to mix it well, really get it incorporated. This is so hard to do with one hand, but I'm trying for you guys because I feel like I'm always the one filming and I don't have like a tripod or anything, so I really don't show you like while I'm doing it what I'm doing, but I really feel like I should, so I'm trying to like film it as I go, but it's really hard with one hand, but I'm trying. So I'm really gonna mix this well, and then I'll show you guys how it looks and what the next step is. So here's our egg mixture fully mixed. So the next step is to add, it says 3/4 a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I know baking is like very specific, and it's like don't mess with the measurements, like you have to do exactly as is, but like that's like very specific and I've never really seen that, so I'm just gonna do a full teaspoon. I don't think that's going to mess with the recipe. Hopefully it doesn't, because that would be sad, but I really don't think it will. So now we just want to mix that in there. So the next step is to alternately add our flour mixture and our milk mixture to the liquid mixture, and yeah, just alternately add that until everything's combined. Now I wanted to show you guys the flour mixture before I mix it. So this has 1 1/3 cups all-purpose flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to mix this until it all basically looks like the cocoa powder. So this is nicely mixed. So starting with the dry mixture, I'm going to add some of this in, then some of the milk, then some of this, then some of the milk. Might be 2 additions, but I might go a 3rd time with the rest of this, and then the rest of the milk. So I will let you guys know how that goes. I just want to show you guys, this is after my 2nd addition, and like the batter does kind of, you know, look weird right now. So like that's totally normal if your batter looks like a little lumpy and weird. So I am going to end up, I do still have a little bit of dry mixture and milk, so it is ending up to be 3 separate additions of each. So this is the finished product of how you want your batter to look. It's nice and smooth, not too liquidy, not too dry, the perfect mix of both, and you want to whisk it until just combined. You don't want to over whisk it. Because then basically the cupcakes, like they'll still rise, but then as they're cooling they'll kind of like sink and just look sad. I mean, if you overmix it, you overmix it, like we've all been there, but you know, if you want them to look nice and like a nice cupcake, you definitely don't want to overmix it. So now it is time to scoop them into the my little cupcake scoop. I think my mom got this for me like years ago, and I use it like all the time when I do cupcakes. So if you use the bottom half, this is for like regular size cupcakes, and then if you use the top part, this is for mini cupcakes. And I just think it's super cute, and I like always use it. So you just kind of scoop till they're full, and then fill. It is kind of hard to get out. This recipe said to fill the liners 3/4 full. I feel like usually I only do like half. That's just me. I don't like them like super tall. And then if they go over and onto the sides, I feel like that part can kind of get burnt, like around the edges. So I will probably just fill them like this and just let them bake. So I'm going to finish filling all of these and then put them in the oven. Now in the oven they go for, the recipe says 15 to 17 minutes. So I'm going to do maybe 13 just because I didn't fill my liners as high as what the recipe called for. Plus I always like to underbake just to be safe. Because you can always add more time, you can't take away time once they're baked, and you definitely don't want your cupcakes to be overbaked. Okay, so first of all, it's officially my birthday. I would just like to say that. So I'm officially 24 years old now, and I'm kind of over it. Secondly, I'm gonna start making the icing, and I just realized I'm gonna have to use the KitchenAid because since I'm doing whipped cream, like you have to beat it like really hard and fast for like a long time for the heavy cream to like turn into whipped cream, and I just really don't feel like doing that by hand right now, so I'm gonna use the mixer anyway. So great. I just really didn't want to use it, and it's like another thing to clean and it's loud, and it's like midnight. So I didn't want to have to use it, but looks like I'll be using it. Whatever, but I really wanted to do whipped cream, so I'm okay. To make whipped cream from scratch is really simple. You just need heavy cream, vanilla extract, and sugar. So obviously, like, this is the main ingredient. I just got a pint of the heavy cream because this stuff like doubles in size. Like, I've gotten like the 1 quart bottle in the past, and like I always have like leftovers and just end up like throwing it out because I don't have any more cupcakes or cake or whatever it is to use it on. And I mean, this stuff probably holds for like 3 to 4 days, I would say, at the most. But like, I knew I wasn't going to be making anything again, so it just kind of goes to waste. Then I usually use like, I don't know, maybe like a teaspoon or 2 just for, you know, to make it sweet. Also sugar, maybe I use like a tablespoon or 2, again, just so it's sweet, because obviously like heavy cream alone is not sweet and you want it to be a little sweet so you don't go crazy. So I mean, I guess depending on how sweet you want it, you can add obviously more of the vanilla and sugar, but that's usually about how much I add because I don't like them super sweet, but obviously, like I said, you want them to be somewhat sweet. Okay, so my whipped topping is done, as you see. So basically just a little tip I wanted to throw out. If you do have a KitchenAid, what I would suggest doing is pour in the heavy cream first, take like a small dish towel or something, wrap it around, like, hold on, one-handed, wrap it around so it's covering the whole bowl and like anywhere where the heavy cream can splatter. Crank the speed up to 10, which is the highest setting, and just let it go. Check on it. For some reason this time I feel like it formed really quickly. Like honestly after like a minute. So, you know, but check on it because you don't want it to whip for too long or else it will turn into butter, and you don't want butter, you want whipped cream. So check on it. Once it's like started to form and won't splatter, you can lower the speed a little bit and start adding your sugar and vanilla. I probably honestly added like 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar and like 3 teaspoons of vanilla. I added like 1 teaspoon of vanilla at first and like 2 tablespoons of sugar, but it wasn't sweet enough, so then I added a little more and then it was perfect. Obviously taste it as you go. Don't add too much at first because then it might be too sweet for you. So this doesn't really look like a lot of whipped cream. I mean, I don't go like too crazy with the frosting, but like you definitely want there to be like an equal like cupcake to frosting ratio. I know some people like more frosting than cupcake, but I like it pretty even. So I have a dozen that are like about to beep, then I probably have like a dozen more, so I'm gonna have like 2 dozen, and I'm hoping I'll have enough frosting. I don't know, I will make it work. This is why I said don't over mix. For me, I sometimes have a tendency to over mix because you want to mix all the ingredients until they're just combined, but I get paranoid because I don't want there to be dry ingredients, so I tend to like at the very end, like when it is like just mixed, I tend to like whisk it really hard and fast for like, I don't know, maybe 30 more seconds just to really make sure it's all combined, and then they overmix and now they are sunken in and kind of look like crap and I'm sad. It's just really frustrating as a baker because cupcakes are a pretty simple recipe to make, and when that happens and it's like such a simple mistake, it's really frustrating. But at the same time, I can't get a job in a bakery to be able to practice baking every day. And there are other things that I can bake that are a lot more challenging than cupcakes that have always come out really good when I've baked them. So I don't know, it's just frustrating as a baker to like see a product that you've made turn out like that, even though like this isn't going to anyone, it's not for an event or anything. I'm not making money for them, like these are just for my family, and I just wanted to bake something, so it's not that big of a deal. And once you frost them, you really won't be able to tell. So it's not a huge deal, but it is kind of sad, so I'm sad. But can we just talk about this toothpick holder that looks like one of the little cable cars that they have in San Francisco? And like, San Francisco is on my bucket list of places I want to go. And my mom got this when she was there like way before I was born, and it holds your toothpicks, and it's just so cute, and I love it, and I use it like all the time. It's so cool. I love this thing. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I just pulled out the second batch, and they don't look as terrible. I mean, they're definitely sunken in, and I mean, as they cool, they're probably gonna sink in more, but like none of them overflowed, so I filled them up well. They're all about the same height, so that means they were evenly filled. On the last batch, I was like, okay, they're all fine. And then, I don't know, I moved them over to like the oven top, or stove top, right before I put them in the oven. And like, there were a few of them that looked like they like weren't even halfway filled. And now I'm wondering if those are the ones that I put more in and then they ended up being overfull, because I did add a little more to a few of them like right before I put them in. But so far, I mean, I'm a little happier with these ones, even though I can already tell they're like starting to sink in more. But none of them overflowed, which like, thank God, they're all like about the same height. So yeah, basically the recipe gave me enough for 2 dozen. I possibly could have gotten another half dozen out of the batch, but I don't even think I would have gotten that many. And I knew the recipe was overmixed, and I was just sad. And plus, I don't know if I'm even gonna have enough icing to ice all of these. I mean, I think I'll be fine. 24 is really not like that many. So yeah, now we just gotta wait for them to cool. These ones are like almost there, and these ones literally just came out, so those ones are gonna be a while. But we can probably ice these ones in a few minutes. Speaking of icing, I am starting to prepare, I mean, I have the icing prepared, now I just need to color it. And I've used this once before, but it was a while ago, but I really liked the results of it. My friend Marissa and I made just like yellow cupcakes, but we colored the cupcakes like this really pretty like aqua blue color. And then I think we did like pink, purple, and like just left the other ones just the white color of the whipped cream, and used this, and they came out like so pretty. If I could find a picture of them, I will definitely put it in so you guys can see. But that was the only other time I used this, and I really wanted to use it again. So I have to like teach myself how to put it together again. I kind of have like the thing open, and I'm gonna read how to do it. I remember it being like fairly simple. It's not like a big thing, but gonna put that together. Got my food coloring, so I'm going to use a red, yellow, and green, and yeah, I will come back when everything is all assembled and ready to go. A little side note. So, I am almost done with this whole vlog. I am about to frost my cupcakes and then I will be done. I have the icing made. I just need to color it and put it in the piping bags, pipe it, and then I'll be done. So really not that much left. I have everything assembled and ready to go. I'm just kind of waiting for the cupcakes to cool. But man, like I haven't really been able to stand on my feet for long periods of time. And when I have been, I've really only been putting weight on my right leg because I was using crutches. And I've only been on my feet for about 2 hours, but like the bottoms of my feet are like really hurting right now and I'm kind of over it. So yeah, and I'm sweaty, so I'm over that too. And it's already about to be 1 a.m. Probably by the time I'm like done with everything and like cleaning it up, it'll probably be like 2 a.m. And so even though I'm almost done, I am still gonna have to wash any additional dishes that I make, which I'm definitely going to make coloring the whipped cream. So yeah, honestly, by the time I'm done, it's gonna be like 2, and then I'll lay down and either I'll pass out right away from being really tired, or I'm gonna like lay in bed for like an hour not able to fall asleep because I'm like super awake. Yeah, and then I have to get up at like 7 because since it's my birthday, Joey and I are like have been sharing my car. And I've just been letting him take it because I haven't been able to go anywhere anyway. But since it's my birthday, like, I want to have my car in case I want to go do anything. I want to go get my Starbucks. I get, like, a free drink. So I'll probably grab, like, I'll probably get a Frappuccino because that's, like, always what I get on my birthday. But I will probably get one that has coffee in it because I'm going to be running on, like, 5 hours of sleep. Who knows? If it's a nice day, I probably will go somewhere. I don't know where. I might just drive around for a little while. Who knows what I will get up to. But I'm probably going to vlog a little bit on my birthday if I do something fun. So keep your eyes out for like a birthday vlog. Hopefully I will post one. If it's rainy out though, like I might just come back home and like go back to bed. Which I really don't want to because it's like my birthday. Like I want to like do something, you know? So I guess we'll see. I am probably gonna be home though by like 1 or 2 to get ready for my birthday dinner, which is at 5:30. I have to pick Joey up at 4 and then we'll come back home just for him to like change and get ready, and then we'll probably just head straight to the restaurant because we are probably going to hit some traffic. But I am excited, but I feel like I'm gonna be so tired. But I'll definitely get to sleep in on Friday, so that'll be nice. But just a little side note of kind of regretting this and wishing I would have started a little earlier because now I like just realized I have to get up at 7 and then like we're going to a movie tomorrow night that doesn't start until 9, so we probably won't get home until midnight. Oh my god. Like we're doing like a full day and I'm gonna be running on 5 hours of sleep. Help me. Okay, so we did like 2.5 scoops of the whipped cream in each of our bowls, and I really love these. It has 12 colors, gel, food coloring, so used that. So the red color is called Super Red. I honestly had to do like 8 drops to get it. I mean, it's a little more like red. I feel like it looks orange in the camera, but it's definitely more of like a red. The yellow is called Lemon Yellow. This one I only used like 3 or 4 drops, I think 4 drops of this. And that was simple. Came out really nice yellow. And then this one is called Leaf Green. And I also used 4 drops of this one and got it to this nice green color. So, I have my 3 bags assembled. It said to use 16-inch piping bags, but I only have 12-inch piping bags, so that's what we're working with. So I think I'm gonna connect them first. They each like clip onto each other. Then, I don't know, then maybe I'll put this on and then scoop the icing in. I don't know, I did like a test before I even like put them in the bags of just like connecting them and like screwing this on. So I think I'm gonna do a test again to make sure they're good with the bags, like before I put the icing in, just in case something is wrong. So let's try that and see how that goes. Oh my god, I really don't remember what I did last time, if I filled them and then connected them, but like I have everything all connected. This is on really tight. I feel good about it, so I think I'm just gonna fill the bags like this and just ice. So I'll let you know how that goes. Could be a fail, could be totally successful. We will see. Okay, y'all, so it was basically a total fail. Okay, so here's what happened. So getting the actual icing into the bags was fine, super easy. I went to go do like a little practice, just to make sure all the colors were coming out, and this little thin squiggly line came out. So I was like, crap, there's a hole in one of the bags, the green one, clearly. So I taped it up. Thank God for Scotch tape. Not sponsored, but hi. And then it was fine, so I did like a little practice one over here. Then I came over to ice, and as you can see, then the red one popped open, so that was like a mess. But like, honestly, like, look at them. They look so good. And I didn't use like a whole ton of icing because I wanted to get all of them iced, and 3 are still short, so hi. But like, they look so cute, and I don't like a whole ton of icing on my cupcakes anyway. Like, to be honest, I like the cakey part more than the icing, which I feel like for like other people it's like the opposite. Like, they love a ton of icing and like not a lot of cake. So like, I was trying to be like sparing, so hence why like this one, and like, you know, it's not like a whole lot, and then this was like the last one, so it's kind of wonky. And then like 3 of them unfortunately didn't get iced. But like, oh my god, they came out so cute. Honestly, like, I was kind of thinking of like Bob Marley when I thought of this color pattern, because like I love Bob Marley. Like, growing up, going on family vacations, we would usually drive because my dad was not a fan of flying, so we really never like took planes. We drove as much as we could. So we would always listen to like CDs, and obviously it was always CDs my parents wanted to listen to because they were the ones driving. And like Bob Marley was like always played for like every car drive. So yeah, I've just kind of like grown up listening to him, and I've like always loved him, loved his music, all of that. So it was kind of inspired by Bob Marley. I hope he would be proud. Yeah, I'm kind of really proud of them. Like, the icing is so cool. Like, I just love like the color pattern. Excuse like the sad icing. But like, I think they look so cute, and I'm really happy with them. Just scooped up the practice pipe onto this cupcake. It counts, so don't judge. So I just tried one because obviously as the baker you need to taste your product, and it was really good. Good, like, it almost tasted like dark chocolate. Like, it wasn't like, I feel like regular chocolate's usually like very sweet, but it was rich, but it wasn't like super sweet. I don't know, it was really good, like the actual cupcake. And I like, that's why I don't like putting a lot of frosting on, because then you can taste like the actual cupcake flavor. And then the frosting was great, again, not too sweet, but like it was a really good balance, like the two together. It was just everything. Like, I love a simple chocolate cupcake with just like a whipped cream icing. Nothing crazy, just sweet, but also super cute. Like, I mean, you can do different flavors and different colors and all of that, but you know, I'm baking at like 11 o'clock at night, so I didn't want to do anything too crazy. but really good cupcake. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.